Hello, my name is Connor Kearney, and for my final project in human communications, I decided to go over the effects of social media on communication, the good as well as the bad. First of all, let's think about what exactly is social media. Here's a brief summary. Social media refers to the online platforms where users are able to create and share content, including text, photos, and videos. What is special about social media is the opportunities that it gives for staying connected with individuals all over the world. The biggest social media platforms include Facebook, with a staggering 1.7 billion users. With Instagram, has over 1 billion users. Snapchat is used by 73% of United States adults. That's insane. And finally, YouTube, which is also used by that 73% of US adults. So it's clear a lot of people are using social media, especially in the United States. Let's think about how social media has impacted communication, the good. Social media is an excellent way to stay connected and stay communicating with family members, friends, and acquaintances, wherever the world takes them. When family and friends drift apart as life goes on, social media steps in and bridges the gap by sending out frequent pictures, videos, and so many other things that act as life updates. These updates are easy to see and easy to respond to. This is what keeps communication relationships together and going as distances increase. It is very important to talk to people you care about, as speaking is one of the most important things in a relationship. Let's continue with the good. Social media acts as a means for making communication much easier. It gives people the ability to find just people and communities of shared interest. When people are able to connect with these shared interest groups, that sparks communication. And it's not just that sort of communication where it's just when you're meeting somebody. It's able to find a middle ground and relate with somebody based off these shared interest groups, which benefits communication by bringing a better type of communication to the picture. And that's what I mean. It just sparks that communication that the shared interests bring. This gives shy people, such as myself, the ability and the confidence to communicate with new people in a way that wouldn't be possible without social media. A little something about myself is, when I was in the 6th grade, I moved schools actually. My whole family moved states. And when I first got to that school, I'm not gonna lie, it was very hard to find people that I could communicate with. And me being a very outgoing person as I am, it was not easy. But through shared interest groups, I was able to find people I could play my electric guitar with and just find that middle ground with these people. Now, every good thing is gonna be bad. It's just how it is. So let's think about the bad now. Look, it's no secret that social media is full of people showing just unrealistic examples of how they really look. People can post pictures professionally taken, edited, and even photoshopped. These pictures lead to some people having some unrealistic expectations of how they should look. This can lead to self-confidence issues that have negative effects on how people communicate. When people lack confidence, they are less likely to speak freely and be themselves, which leads to ineffective communication. Confidence is so important to have good communication, and social media, sadly, can diminish from this confidence through these unrealistic examples of how people look. Let's continue with the bad. Social media can lead to what I call bad communication. What I mean by this is the communication that ends up negatively impacting somebody or someone. A great example of this is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is communication that leaves someone or a group of people feeling hurt, sometimes seriously. This happens because social media has so many people can see what one person uploads or posts, and because of all these people seeing it, the victim essentially has nowhere to hide. When someone chooses to use these platforms to hurt someone, that is a reason social media has impacted communication in a bad and negative way. So, all in all, social media, is its impact on communication good or bad? Well, let's think about it as an overall, how has it impacted communication for us? And I hope that you can see, like many things, it's good and bad. Like so many things, it's good and bad. Social media has led to some instances of negative communication, like the cyberbullying, like the unrealistic examples. But without social media, it is hard to imagine how different communication would be. We wouldn't have updates on family and friends as well as famous celebrities and people. Connecting communication-wise would be not as easy with other people. It is important to think about the overall effect, not just the good and the bad, and overall social media has improved how communication is for all of us. Thank you. Thank you for listening. And as always, have a phenomenal day.